let's talk about the power of an abundance mindset. What does it really mean? Why does it change everything? And how you can start shifting your perspective today. Because once you step into abundance, everything in your life changes. Your career, your finances, your health, and even your relationships all start to expand. Here is exactly what we'll cover in this video: the scarcity trap, how it silently holds you back, and why most people don't realize they're stuck in it. And then we quickly are going to pivot to the abundance shift, because the purpose for this video is for us to stay in a place of abundance. What does it really mean to think abundantly, and how it impacts every part of your life? Then I'll talk about 5 game-changing mind shifts that you can implement today to rewire your thinking and step into a life of growth and opportunity. I'll then close out with daily actions that would actually reinforce the abundance mindset. These will be small but effective habits that will help you stay in an abundant state of mind and attract more of what you want. If you're ready to stop living in fear and to create the life of expansion, then stick with me, because we're about to break it all down step by step. And before we dive in, go right ahead and type that like button, click subscribe if you are ready to shift into abundance. Hello, welcome back to Lessons Lived. For those of you who are new here, my name is Nandi. Here at Lessons Lived, we don't chase hypes, we don't believe in shortcuts, we believe in building wealth the right way, the grounded way. On this channel, ambitious women learn how to leverage their corporate careers to build long-term financial wealth. You're not just here to watch, but you are here to be part of the Power Move Collective, because wealth isn't an escape plan, it's a power move. Now, let's dive right into the topic at hand. Let's start our discussion by talking about the scarcity trap. In my previous video, I talked a little bit about focus, how easy it is for me to lose it, and why it often slips away. I traced my struggles with focus back to my scarcity mindset, a mindset that has subtly shaped so many of my personal decisions. The scarcity mindset has even shaped my fears and my ability to trust my own growth. You see, this particular mindset keeps us trapped in fear, frustration, and hesitation. It tells us that we must cling tightly to what we have because there isn't enough to go around. It convinces us that taking a break means falling behind, investing in ourselves is selfish, and that other people's success sometimes diminishes our own. But today, I want to pivot towards a solution. I want to talk about the abundance mindset, what it truly means, and what it looks like in every aspect of your life, and how you can cultivate and nurture it. So, with that brief overview on the scarcity mindset, let's jump right into it and talk about embracing abundance and making the abundance mindset shift. It's important that you embrace abundance as your new way of life, because for far too long, you've operated from a place of scarcity. From the time you're a child, your upbringing, religion, and then you move into corporate America, all of these things are hardwired to keep you in that place of scarcity. But when we move into a place of abundance, we begin to believe that there is always enough. There's enough opportunities, there is enough money, there's enough success, there's enough love, there's enough joy, and there is enough time for you. It's a shift from thinking in limitations, there isn't enough. Sounds so boring, right? And grumpy. To thinking that there is lots and endless possibility. There's always room for me to grow and to thrive. There's power in moving from a place of empowerment rather than from a place of escape, fear, frustration, and resentment. When you embody abundance in all areas of your life, your work, your nutrition, your fitness, your home, your space, your relationships, you step into a life that is thriving and not just surviving. You also begin to make decisions from a place of confidence and trust and an internal knowing that the universe, yes, honey, the whole universe is working in your favor. So, before we move into the actual actionable steps, let's talk a little bit about what the abundance mindset looks like. So, to make things a little bit clearer and cleaner, I'm going to technically share 10 key areas where abundance can transform your life, but I group them into meaningful categories just so that it's easier for us to digest. So, the first area where abundance can transform your life is in your decision making. So, first, we are going to release fear based decision. Instead of making choices from a place of anxiety, I have to take this opportunity or I may never get another one. You are beginning to make decisions from a place of confidence and trust in your own abilities. The second place abundance shows up in your decision making is by seeing challenges as opportunities instead of seeing them as obstacles. Obstacles and challenges are not a dead end. You recognize them as stepping stones to your next level. I'm going to give you an example. I actually have messaging going back and forth right now about this particular property. A year ago, I bought a 24 acres property with hopes of monetizing it by doing a whole lot of different things. And since then, my expectation versus reality did not align. So I've been really financially struggling to upkeep the property. And at first, my mind did what it does best. It went back into scarcity mode. So I started thinking this was a horrible investment. I need to get rid of it. I moved into resentment, bitterness, and negative self talk. But then I reeled myself back in. And I was like, Nandy, this new woman you are building, you are becoming a woman of abundance. How would a woman of abundance handle this situation? Very quickly, I started to write down what the issue was. And by taking the time to slow down, write down the issue, I started to identify areas of improvement. Within about 2 weeks, we are starting to see changes. We are starting to reverse a lot of the things that were making me cry just a few months ago. There is power in moving and making decisions from a place of abundance. Now, the second category or group where abundance can really impact your life is in your personal well being. This right here is a big focus of mine for 2025. Fueling your body with nourishment and not deprivation. Instead of thinking of eating as a place of restriction, you focus on how food can support energy, longevity, and vitality. This is really important. As somebody who really wants to lose weight, it's so easy to move from a place of you're too fat. If you eat that thing, you're gonna be fat. As opposed to if I eat these good foods, if I do all of these great things, I'm going to see a boost in my energy, my vitality, and then, yes, of course, my body is also going to look better. The second thing in this group is building fitness as a form of strength and empowerment. Yes, you exercising, it's important not as a punishment, but as an act of self care, recognizing that movement is a privilege and not a burden. I'm so excited that this year I get to go back to Nandy, who used to be healthy and full of energy and vitality. I've never been skinny, but I've also never been this unhealthy, at least not in a while. I know I can do better. And every time I get to the place where I'm this unhealthy, the few times that it's happened, it happened because I wasn't intentional. But this time, I am pairing the good habits of exercise and nutrition with a boost in my mindset from scarcity to abundance. The last impact of the abundance mindset in your personal well being is by embracing rest as a part of growth. You no longer have to glorify exhaustion, but you recognize that rest, relaxation, and stillness are just as important as productivity. Absolutely. If you are not resting your mind, if you're not taking the time to be still, you will never truly be as productive as you want to become. The third group is abundance in your environment. Yes, this is my other focus for 2025. Your space, your home matters. On your path to success and living this life of abundance, your home has to reflect that. So, what you'll be doing here is creating a home that reflects abundance. You are cultivating a space that inspires peace, creativity, joy, rather than one filled with clutter or lack. You are decluttering your physical and mental space. Yes, I preach a lot, especially this year. I'm personally going through a process of decluttering my space. We'll share some pictures here so you guys can kind of see that process in my own personal life. In Q2, my whole focus and my goals are going to be around my nutrition and my environment. I'm letting go of anything that no longer serves me. Whether it's material clutter in my home, toxic relationships, or outdated beliefs. And the biggest thing I am shedding in 2025 is the scarcity mindset. And that is why I'm embarking right now on a series specifically dedicated to understanding the scarcity mindset and overcoming it. Abundance flourishes in a space that is open, organized, and intentional. And stop telling yourself that you can never or you will never have a clean space. You can do anything you set your mind to. Especially if you are a woman in corporate America, you have overcome a lot. You know how to get down to work, to be disciplined, to get things done. And that discipline you've shown with your money, your business, your career, you can translate into your home, your body, your nutrition. That is where I am, and that is where I'm taking myself into. I'm moving with the confidence that I have proof of concept. I know I can be disciplined. I know that I can be hardworking. So now I'm going to put all of this energy that I put here in my career, in my business, and I'm going to put it in my body, in my mind, in my space, and in my image. The fourth area is abundance in your relationships. By practicing gratitude, you acknowledge what is already abundant in your life and you cultivate a heart of appreciation rather than dwelling on what is missing. This goes a long way in strengthening the relationships with the people around you. And also in this group is the importance of collaboration over competition. Instead of seeing others as a threat, you embrace the idea that you can all rise together and that there's more than enough success to go for everyone around you. Corporate ladies, this, my power mavens, is especially important for us because we absolutely have a tendency of cutting at each other as opposed to supporting one another. And that is often because we are high achievers. We believe in excellence, so we ask of excellence for the people around us. And sometimes this can lead to resentment or unhealthy competition. But we are better when we're working together, when we're collaborating, and when we're truly moving from a place of we are more than enough, and there is more than enough success to go around for all of us. So now that we have the basics out of the way, now let's start talking about the actionable steps we are going to take to refine what the abundance mindset is from thought to action. So let's start by releasing scarcity and fear. Scarcity thinking tells you that there will never be enough, whether it's money, success, love, or time. It convinces you to cling to what you have, to play it safe, to fear loss. This mindset keeps you in a cycle of stress and overworking to maintain a sense of control. But the truth is, fear based decision limits your ability to create more money, more energy, more better relationships, right? It stifles your growth. Abundance, on the other hand, is about expansion. It's about believing that growth and success are possible for you and that opportunity are limitless. Here is the mind shift that I want you to make. Instead of believing that there's never enough time, money, opportunity, or love, embrace the idea that the world, my darling, is full of possibilities. Your actionable step here is to actually begin to put pen to paper. Pen to paper. I preach this on this channel all the time. Each morning, by the way, you should have a growth journal. Use your journal and write down one thing, just one thing you have in abundance. This will help you shift your mindset by actively acknowledging what you already have. You see, I'm personally in the process of practicing this right now. I'm especially practicing this when it comes to my body. I've gained about 50 pounds post pandemic between the stress of me getting 2 graduate degrees, me moving almost a total of 7 times in this past 4 years. My body, my nutrition, my mind took a toll. I pursued my academics, I pursued my career while also trying to build a real estate business and a whole lot of other little businesses in the way. That came at the sacrifice of my body, my nutrition habits, my fitness habit, my space, my mind, my physical appearance. So now that I kind of want to embark back on this journey, it feels overwhelming. And when things feel overwhelming, we start to go into negative self talk. I had to shut down my brain. And the way I was able to shut down my brain was by putting pen to paper. I started writing down what I'm currently loving about my body. Instead of focusing what I don't have this size, my closet is not like this, I don't look like this, all these negative things, I started focusing on the positive. What I have, what I'm enjoying, what I love about my body. Okay. Second thing we are going to do is shift from competition to collaboration. A scarcity mindset can make you feel like other success is taking away from your own. This can lead to unnecessary competition and even jealousy. But the truth is, there's room for everyone to win. Abundance means recognizing that collaboration strengthens opportunity rather than threatening them. When you support other women, you attract more opportunities for yourself. So let's make the mindset shift, okay? We are going to replace the belief that everyone else's success diminishes our own with the understanding that there's always enough room for everyone to win. What does this mean in actionable steps? Reach out to somebody in your field or your network and offer them support and collaboration without expecting anything in return. This is really important. And trust me, it doesn't take a whole lot of energy from you to do that, right? At work, Slack, reach out to somebody, ask them if they need help. LinkedIn, reach out to somebody, ask them if they need help. Around you, your family, your mom, your sisters, ask them if they need help. And do it without expecting a penny in return. With that, this is tied to the third thing I'm going to talk about. Practice generosity to reinforce abundance. The thing about the scarcity mindset is that it often tells us that we need to hold on to everything we have because losing it somehow means that we won't have enough. We have this fear of losing things because scarcity is like, hold on to these things. But abundance actually trusts that by you giving more, you will get more in return. Whether it's things around you, this is spring, this is the best time to do a spring clean, right? Take advantage of this time to practice generosity and move into the abundance mindset. Because knowing that the more you give, the more you create. Generosity will actually open doors, it will help you build relationships, and it will expand your network. It reinforces that you have more than enough to share, my dear. Yes, you do. The mindset shift I want you to make here is to believe that giving does not diminish your resources, but rather it attracts and more into your life. So, the actionable steps I want you to take here is to give something, your time, your expertise, your things, or even your kind words to somebody each day. Do a challenge, do a 1 week challenge, do a 1 month challenge where every single day you will practice generosity and give to somebody. This reinforces generosity and creates expansion in your life. A really good thing that I will personally be doing here in the next few weeks is I will be putting a lot of things on one of those buy nothing Facebook groups. Every community has them. So look for one and offer as many things as you can on that group for free, because right now everybody is struggling. Inflation is high. If you can bless somebody else, how awesome will that be? The fourth mindset shift I want you to make is trust in long term growth. Scarcity breeds impatience and the need for quick wins. It makes you feel like if success doesn't happen immediately, it never will. But my God, as we get older, we know better, but sometimes we're not really thinking about it. Abundance recognizes that it is going to take a long time. Success is a long game. The most lasting sustainable results take time to manifest, and trusting the process allows you to stay committed without the anxiety. Here's the mindset shift we are making. Instead of expecting instant result, recognize that sustainable success and well-being takes time to develop. Your actionable steps here is to visualize. I really want you to visualize and to be inspired. Create a vision board, or in my case, a becoming board. Pull out your growth journal and really start noting down, right? You can write it down in your journal, or you can use Canva or newspapers to create a vision board of where you want to be in 1 year, in 5 years, and in 10 years. This gives you clarity on the type of woman you want to be, what she looks like, what she dresses like, right? Focus on the journey, not the destination. The fifth and last thing we are doing, this is another one of my personal favorite. I am moving in abundance in my environment. You want to create an environment of abundance. Your surrounding, your space, your home, your office, your car. These surroundings matter because they influence your mindset. A cluttered space can lead to mental overwhelm and reinforce the message of lack. On the other hand, an intentional, well organized environment can inspire creativity, peace, and growth in your life. By shaping your space, you reinforce the belief in your mind of abundance. This is probably the area that in 2025 I want to make the most progress in. You see, I feel better about myself and who I am as a person when my space is clean. I mean, there's something to me that just makes me feel better when I go into my home and my space is decluttered. And let me tell you this, sometimes even when my space is dirty, like dirty as in like it's disorganized, I really didn't have the time to clean up and tidy things up, but when it's decluttered, I automatically feel like I'm a better person. Maybe it's just me. The mind shift we are making here is by really grounding in our consciousness and our subconsciousness the understanding that our external environment, our space, reflects our internal space. So, cultivating a space of abundance invites more opportunity into our life. Your actionable steps here is to organize and declutter one area in your home, right? So, this month, pick whatever goal you want to set and organize just one area. What I did at the beginning of the year, I started with my kitchen. I decluttered my whole kitchen. Anything that I do not use until then, guess what? We are going to be donating here this month. I'm doing the same thing in the next quarter with my bathroom, my clothes, and my bedroom. So I started with the whole house first, places where other people can come and see when they visit. But the next step is to declutter my own personal space. I want to make sure that, first of all, it's decluttered. Two, it's disorganized. And three, I'm maintaining that. You just need to pick one place, declutter it, clean it up, organize it. You want to create a physical space that reflects the abundance you are stepping into. Now, with all of these tools to build an abundance mindset, it's time for you to take action. Remember, abundance starts with your thoughts, and your thoughts transform through your daily habits. So, which one of these mindset shifts and actionable steps resonated with you the most? Please drop me a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so that you do not miss any videos from me. I will be sharing a lot of videos on how to level up your mindset, your finances, your career, and your business. And along the way, I'm also going to be sharing updates of my own journey, of how I'm building my online business, of how I'm managing my money. So this space right here is really for us to develop ourselves in our finances, in our career, in our business, and we're doing it all together. Your abundant life, my darling, starts now. So go out there and own it. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.